Coffee, a beloved beverage consumed by millions around the world, has a rich and fascinating history that spans centuries. The journey of coffee from its origins to becoming a global staple is filled with intriguing stories, cultural significance, and scientific discoveries. If you enjoy this video about coffee, please like, share, and subscribe. At the end of the video, please use the comment section to ask us any questions about coffee. The origins of coffee are often traced back to the ancient coffee forests of Ethiopia. According to legend, a goat herder named Kaldi discovered the potential of these beloved beans when he noticed that his goats became particularly energetic after eating the red berries from a certain tree. Kaldi reported his findings to a local monastery, where the monks experimented with the berries and found that it helped them stay awake during long hours of prayer. This discovery gradually spread, and by the 15th century, coffee was being cultivated and traded on the Arabian Peninsula. The Arabian Peninsula holds a significant place in coffee history. The first coffee houses, known as kahvekhana, appeared in cities like Mecca and Constantinople. These coffee houses quickly became important social hubs, where people gathered not just to drink coffee, but also to engage in conversation, listen to music, play chess, and hear stories. They became known as schools of the wise because of the intellectual exchange that took place within their walls. The cultural importance of coffee houses in the Arab world set the stage for the beverage's expansion into Europe and beyond. Coffee made its way to Europe in the 17th century, where it initially faced some resistance. Some people reacted to this novel drink with suspicion or called it the bitter invention of Satan. However, the Pope himself intervened, and after tasting coffee, he gave it his approval, which helped to dispel the negative rumors. Coffee houses began to open in major European cities like Venice, London, and Paris, mirroring the social and intellectual environment of their Middle Eastern counterparts. These establishments became the meeting places for artists, writers, merchants, and politicians, fostering a vibrant exchange of ideas that contributed to the cultural and intellectual movements of the time. The coffee trade had profound economic implications. European colonial powers, recognizing the growing demand for coffee, began to establish plantations in their colonies. The Dutch introduced coffee cultivation to Java in Indonesia, the French established plantations in the Caribbean, and the Portuguese planted coffee in Brazil. Brazil, in particular, became a powerhouse in the coffee industry, and to this day, it remains one of the largest producers of coffee in the world. The cultivation and trade of coffee became integral to the economies of many countries, shaping their agricultural and economic landscapes. In addition to its economic and cultural significance, coffee has also been the subject of extensive scientific research. The primary active ingredient in coffee, caffeine, is a stimulant that affects the central nervous system. It can improve focus, enhance physical performance, and increase alertness. Research has shown that moderate coffee consumption is associated with a range of health benefits, including a reduced risk of certain diseases such as Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, and some types of cancer. Coffee is also rich in antioxidants, which help to protect the body against damage from free radicals. However, it's important to note that excessive consumption can lead to negative side effects like anxiety, insomnia, and digestive issues. The process of brewing coffee is an art and science that has evolved over centuries. There are numerous methods for preparing coffee, each with its own unique characteristics. The most common methods include drip brewing, espresso, French press, and pour-over. Drip brewing, popular in many households, involves hot water being poured over ground coffee beans contained in a filter. Espresso, which is the base for many coffee drinks like lattes and cappuccinos, is made by forcing hot water through finely ground coffee under high pressure. The French press method involves steeping coarsely ground coffee in hot water before pressing it through a metal filter. Pour-over, A manual method that allows for precise control over the brewing process involves pouring hot water over coffee grounds in a circular motion. Each method extracts different flavors and characteristics from the coffee beans, providing a variety of experiences for coffee enthusiasts. The journey of coffee from the farm to the cup is a complex process that involves multiple stages. Coffee beans are actually the seeds of the coffee cherry, a fruit that grows on coffee trees. After harvesting, the cherries go through a process called processing, which can be done in several ways. The most common methods are the washed process, the natural process, and the honey process. The washed process involves removing the outer pulp from the cherries and fermenting the beans to remove the mucilage before drying. The natural process involves drying the whole cherries with the beans inside, which can impart fruity flavors to the coffee. The honey process is a hybrid of the two, where the beans are dried with some of the mucilage still attached, resulting in a coffee with a balance of acidity and sweetness. Once processed, the beans are then roasted, which is a critical step in developing the flavor profile of the coffee. Roasting involves heating the beans to high temperatures, causing chemical reactions that transform the raw beans into the aromatic, flavorful coffee that we know and love. Roasting can range from light to dark, with lighter roasts preserving more of the beans' original flavors and darker roasts imparting more of the roasted, smoky characteristics. The skill of the roaster plays a crucial role in bringing out the best qualities of the coffee beans. Grinding is the next step, and the grind size can greatly affect the flavor and extraction of the coffee. Different brewing methods require different grind sizes. For example, espresso requires a very fine grind, while French press uses a coarse grind. The ground coffee is then brewed using the chosen method, and the result is a delicious cup of coffee that can be enjoyed in countless ways, whether black, with milk, flavored syrups, or various spices. The culture of coffee continues to evolve, influenced by global trends and local traditions. Specialty coffee has gained immense popularity, focusing on high-quality beans, precise brewing techniques, and a deep appreciation for the nuances of flavor and origin. Coffee shops have become cultural landmarks in many cities, serving as communal spaces where people gather to work, socialize, and relax. The rise of third-wave coffee culture emphasizes sustainability, traceability, and direct trade relationships with coffee farmers, ensuring that the entire supply chain benefits from the growth of the coffee industry. Sustainability is a crucial issue in the coffee industry. Coffee cultivation can have significant environmental impacts, including deforestation, water usage, and pesticide use. To address these challenges, many coffee producers and organizations are adopting more sustainable practices. These include shade-grown coffee, which promotes biodiversity by growing coffee under a canopy of trees, organic farming, which avoids synthetic pesticides and fertilizers, and fair trade certification, which ensures that farmers receive fair prices and labor practices are equitable. Consumers can support these efforts by choosing sustainably sourced coffee and being mindful of the environmental footprint of their coffee consumption. Coffee also has a significant social impact, particularly in coffee-growing regions. It provides livelihoods for millions of people, from smallholder farmers to workers on large plantations. The coffee industry supports entire communities, funding schools, healthcare facilities, and infrastructure projects. However, it is also important to address the challenges faced by coffee farmers, including fluctuating market prices, climate change, and access to resources. Supporting initiatives that promote fair wages, education, and sustainable farming practices can help to improve the lives of those who rely on coffee for their livelihoods. The relationship between coffee and technology is also evolving. Innovations in coffee brewing equipment, such as advanced espresso machines, precision grinders, and smart coffee makers, are enhancing the quality and convenience of coffee preparation. The development of coffee apps and online platforms has made it easier for consumers to explore different types of coffee, learn about brewing techniques, and connect with coffee communities around the world. Technology is also playing a role in improving coffee production, with advancements in agricultural practices, processing methods, and supply chain management. The sensory experience of coffee is a key aspect of its appeal. The aroma of freshly brewed coffee is often described as rich, complex, and inviting, evoking a sense of comfort and warmth. The flavor of coffee can vary widely depending on factors such as the type of coffee bean, the region where it was grown, the roasting profile, and the brewing method. Common flavor notes include chocolate, fruit, nuts, spices, and floral undertones. The texture of coffee, whether it's a creamy latte or a bold espresso, also contributes to the overall experience. The ritual of drinking coffee is an important part of daily life for many people. Whether it's a morning cup to start the day, a mid-afternoon pick-me-up, or a social gathering with friends, coffee plays a central role in various routines and traditions. In many cultures, coffee is associated with hospitality and friendship, often served to guests as a gesture of welcome. The act of brewing and savoring a cup of coffee can also be a moment of mindfulness and relaxation, providing a break from the hustle and bustle of daily life. In conclusion, coffee is much more than just a beverage. It is a global phenomenon with deep cultural, economic, and social significance. Its journey from the ancient coffee forests of Ethiopia to the modern coffee houses of today is a testament to its enduring appeal and versatility. Coffee has shaped economies, influenced cultures, and brought people together across continents and generations. As we continue to explore and appreciate the rich world of coffee, it remains a beloved and integral part of our daily lives. Whether enjoyed as a simple black coffee, a meticulously crafted espresso, or a decadent flavored latte, coffee continues to inspire and delight people around the world. If you enjoyed this video about coffee, please like, share, and subscribe. This helps us to continue making videos like this for everyone.